Yo, Seemlytuber back at it again on another video, and this time we're going to be reacting to Kevin Samuels on the Fresh and Fit After Hours. We're going to be reacting to this. This was good. I heard about this. I wanted to give a reaction to it, so I decided to knock it out this morning for you guys, so y'all got some content throughout the workday while I'm at the workday as well. So, yo, let's get right into this. Let's pull it up and let's get into it. All right, let's get into this. Let's go.
Well, I've been here for a few minutes. Hey guys, how we doing?
We're good, Kevin. How are you?
Good. The ladies are in the middle. Her name is Sable.
Amanda, but close enough.
Amanda. The woman to her right, your name is?
Adriana.
Adriana, and the woman to your left?
Janina.
Janina. Okay, one of the things I kept hearing, my name is Kevin Samuels, by the way, nice to meet you. One of the things I kept hearing is the notion of fairness. Why is that so important to you, Amanda?
I hate to admit it, but I do. Like, I'm half a man. I'm just a pretty girl. And I don't think that I should have to accept less in life because I was born with different equipment. I think that's bullshit.
Well, if you're half a man, then you should understand this full concept that men don't care about fair.
I don't have to care about fair either.
No. Men don't care about fair, or else you wouldn't conquer other people. You're of European descent. Looks like you're from. Your people are from the Caucasus Mountains. European descent. So,
I am very white. Yes.
That's fine. And some of them, and there's a lot in between. A lot of warring tribes, Germania, the Franks. If we cared about fairness, we would just let everybody stay on their land. Vikings wouldn't have raided and pillaged. England would have stayed on its island. Scotland would have been all right. Ireland would have been all right. Matter of fact, Hong Kong wouldn't have been a British protectorate for how many years? Oh, until the last, 30 or 40? Men don't care about fair. We conquer. It's winners and losers. Right? You're half a man.
I didn't know that only men were part of conquering.
Well, name me some great female warriors that have dominated the planet.
Well, I mean, I'm learning new education here, which is only men conquer.
No.
I mean, that's what you're telling me, right?
No.
See, what she doesn't realize is he's telling the truth. Men conquer. Some men have strong women behind them, but men do the conquering. You have never seen a woman throughout history that is the conqueror. She might manipulate a man and tell him what to do. She might lead him, but who is on the front lines? Who is telling the troops? Who is telling the people to lead? We haven't even had a woman president yet in the United States. That goes to show that men are the people that do the conquering. Who just dropped bombs in Syria? A man president. They said the VP didn't even know about it until after it was already done. She found out with everybody else in the world that we were dropping bombs. It's facts. And you want fairness as a woman, but that's not how it works. It's just not. And we want to fight against nature. We want to fight against our human nature. We want to fight against women and male nature. And it just doesn't work at a certain extent, a certain point. That's why you see so many lonely women out here by themselves at 50, 60 years old, still hunting for young men to get their drive and to get their needs fulfilled. And then they're going back with their cats and their animals, and they're sitting in their house and by themselves, had their 6-figure jobs, but don't have a man, but they're online complaining. Let's get back into this.
Well, see, what I'm not going to do, I'm going to switch that. I'm asking about fairness. And I said about fairness. Why is fairness so important? You said because you're half a man.
Because if you expect something of me, I should be allowed to expect the same of you. And if you can't offer me that, you don't deserve to be in my life.
But that has nothing to do with fairness.
It has everything to do with fairness.
No, fairness means you get an opportunity. Fairness doesn't mean you get an outcome. Oh my God. You get an interview, you're not guaranteed a job.
No, you're not. But I work very, very hard to ensure that I keep it.
Facts. Facts. Fairness means everybody gets the same opportunity at the interview. You get the same chances. You got the same standing. You got the same, if you have the same standing, you have the same grades, you got the same degree, you got the same expertise. Doesn't mean you're going to get the job. It happens all the time. Even more factual, more women get hired than men at some of these jobs. Just because. And it's not because of fairness, it's because of their assets. She's asking for fairness, and women get they get the better end of the stick most of the times. Just being factual. You ain't never seen a man be able to flash his goods and get out of a ticket. We go into jail if we do that. Let's talk about fairness. Come on now. You never seen a man be able to knock a woman straight up beside her head in public and not go to jail. Just because you felt like it. We have to control our emotions. We have to always be composed. Women can just smack you in your face in public and nothing will happen to them. Facts. Let's talk about fairness now.
Well, if that's the case, you should. If that's the case, then if that's the case, you should be able to secure the things you want. So you should have no problem.
Obviously not. Not when men are out here believing like you don't have to be fair.
Well, those two things can't exist in the same place.
We haven't even been part of human history. It's just men, and all we care about is conflict.
Well, no. You just said you work very hard, so you should get the outcomes. See, if hard work was all that required, then we would almost be guaranteed. Hard work gets you a ticket to the dance. It doesn't guarantee you the top spot. How many? Who lost the Super Bowl, guys?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Can you say they worked hard this year?
Very hard.
Number two. Men don't worry about fairness. We worry about winning. And to the victor goes the spoils. Just like, you know what? How many times you got into a club, into VIP for free when some ugly chicks had to pay full price?
Is that my fault?
No.
But you're talking about fairness. You're talking about fairness. Bruh, she's so far gone. You're talking about fairness, but then you're talking about it's not my fault. The ugly chicks had to pay full price to get into the club. But you're talking about fairness. You're contradicting yourself, and she's so far gone. She's so checked out of the conversation right now because her whole ideology got blown up right off the rip. And the other ones don't want to say anything because they don't want to look just like her. Goofy.
Sometimes it happens before you go down that path.
I mean, plenty of times in Miami.
Exactly, but that's not fair, is it?
Well, please don't forget I'm not from here.
But that's not the point, man. That's not fair, is it?
I also don't care about those things.
But so you only care about fairness when it doesn't benefit you.
I just don't go to clubs that often.
But that's not the point. I asked you, how many times you've gone to a club where you got in free for ugly chicks, so less attractive chicks had to pay? And you know that's happened. You didn't say, excuse me, sir. Even though I'm attractive, I demand that you charge me full price. That's fair, right?
Okay, so because I
fair?
Into places and
Is that fair?
That means that I should
get fair. Before we go there, I'll answer your question if you at least answer mine. Is that fair?
Life isn't fair.
Well, if that's the case, you accept it in the sexual marketplace too.
It doesn't mean I have to accept other people's bullshit.
No. Well, see, the thing is, ma'am, what you've proven, like many feminists and many women, you're okay with the double standards that benefit you. But the ones you don't like, you just throw at the wind, use sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right to deflect and dismiss guys who are normally intimidated by this thing. I'm not. I'm just challenging your position. You're okay with it not being fair when it benefits you.
You're oversimplifying a very complex situation.
No, it's not really.
It's not complex. It's not complex. You just said you like it when the unfairness is in your favor, but when the fairness comes around, if someone told you to pay full price, just like the chicks that couldn't get in, you would be like, nah, I want my unfair advantage. Come on now. These women out here are really tripping, y'all. You're really tripping. You want fairness in life, but when a man demands fairness, a man demands something in a relationship, he demands a little bit. And he ain't even asking for that much. He asking for a little bit. He asking for you to be there when he needs his needs kept up, to keep yourself in good shape. Because if you're just gonna be feeding off of his money and stuff, then what are you doing? You want fairness, but when a man demands something, it's unfair. You don't want to do that. But women can demand, I want monogamy. I want it by this time. If I don't have it by this time, then I'm leaving you. But when a man will demand the same thing, but of another thing in the relationship, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, this isn't fair. This isn't fair.
Complex, there is no such thing as loyal. The concept of a loyal, highly effective, competitive alpha is a female notion.
And have to continue to compete with other pretty girls because men are too simple to stick with one.
Well, how about this? The kind of men you're talking about is simple enough to make the light you live in, the air conditioning, all the stuff that you, hold on, excuse me, man. The simple men built the world that you use.
I built my own world. So
no, ma'am, you use the world we built. No, ma'am, you use the world men built. Name me 5 great female inventors, I'll give you what? Madam Curie.
I can't believe you. So you're telling me that men in
No, ma'am.
She can't name none. She can't name none. Can't name none. Can't name none. I know one woman made the curling iron. I can't remember her name. I know it was a female that made the curling iron. It was like, I think it was a black female made the curling iron. I don't know, but I know there's a lot of men creators. The electricity was created by man. Telephone created by man. Come on now. She's really gonna sit here and deny that civilization as it is now, the majority of things that have civilization running were created by men. We gotta be factual. Women are just using the things that were created by men, and now you're claiming that you helped create the society when that's not the factual. That's not factual. Women are running companies now, but what got these places from the ground up? What built civilization? So there are companies for women to run and to be CEOs of. Come on now.
I just asked you a question, and you just know you go. See, you're answering questions with questions. We're talking about building. Name me 5 great female inventors or builders. Madam Curie.
5 inventors or builders? That's a really great question. That really is. Yeah, I was gonna. Well, also I don't remember the lady's name, but there's a bunch of ladies in Miami.
Go on and do it. Go on and do it. She's afraid. Go on and do it. Go on and get on in there, baby girl. You got it.
Miami was established by a woman.
Congratulations. But the Miami, the land was established by, but this country was first landed by who? Men or women?
Men.
Exactly.
I agree with
Yeah,
you.
and see, the thing is, I've done this show about survival, and you can go back to Bear Grylls Island #2. Man, you can only be a feminist in a first world country.
There's a hierarchy of needs. You are correct.
We don't need you. We don't need you. You need us.
Great. I don't need you either.
I know we need you. We don't need you for survival. You need us for survival.
Okay, so
What I'm trying to get you to understand, ma'am, is you have a right to your opinion.
obviously I don't have a right to anything.
Well, no,
here.
you have a right to believe what you want, but the thing is, you're not allowed to the outcome. You're allowed to have an opinion, just like men are allowed to have an opinion, and you don't have to compete or deal in a situation that you deem is unfair, but you can't complain about the rules that are already set. You like the rules that benefit you, getting into the club for free, but you don't like the rules that benefit men. High value men have the leverage.
Back to you because I'm 31 years old and I'm getting a little fed up of these men kind of attacking me. I do not go to clubs anymore. So please stop with your double standard bullshit. I work in a man's world, and if anything, I've had to work 5 times as hard in this world as a man to get where I am. So
Well, look at hold on now. Since you want to tell me you've had to, you're 31 years old and had to work in a man's world. That's a privilege. You don't Here's the thing, man.
The
You say the problems with men. The only one that's complaining about the double standard harshly is you.
Yes,
It
because
benefits you too.
all the benefits were
Okay, well, here's the thing, ma'am. If you don't like, okay, ma'am, you're a competent woman, correct?
okay, so I should quit my job and
No,
never.
you should build Amazonia. And make it the female utopia that benefits women.
I probably should after
Well, then
listening.
go ahead.
Agree with you.
And then you'd have to actually build something.
Apparently
You'd have to put your mouth you'd have to put your brawn where your mouth is.
I don't understand what you're saying again.
I'm
Like,
saying that you came at me with the same line. I've had to put up at 31 years old to deal with men's bullshit. You're living in a first world country. You're in Miami, one of the most posh places on the planet, complaining about double standards that you participate in. The nerve.
I corrected you that I don't go to clubs, so you're
Okay,
done.
ma'am, I just gave an example.
It doesn't matter. It's an example. Of course, when she's wrong, she wants to go, I don't go to clubs anymore. No, nobody's saying that. It's an example. When you were going to clubs, you were getting in free and other women weren't. And then you want to talk about fairness, but when it's fair for, it's not fair for others, but it's fair for you when you're getting the advantage, then you don't care about the double standard. But when a man wants to request fairness, then no, I don't want that. I'm not going to play all this. This video has been long enough, but the delusions, man. These women, bro. Some of these women just don't get it, man. You just don't get it. And it's kind of frustrating, like, civilization created by men. Women have taken everything and have gotten their rights. They have gotten more than equal treatment. Some of them getting more higher pay than the majority of men. There's a higher population of women. You get to take the lead in the dating market. You turn men down every day. You take the lead in a relationship nowadays. Women are wearing the pants in relationships nowadays. Like, but when men want to take some of that power back, we want to have respect in our relationship and we want to have standards in our relationship. Oh no, it's not fair anymore. We can't do this anymore. We need to go back to how it was. But then when people start bringing up how it was, then you're like, oh no, that's not fair either. So what do you want? What do you want? What do you really want? You want it fair for you, not for thee. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you gotta admit your bias at some point, and we gotta come to accept that it's double standards. Life is not fair. Men have known life is not fair throughout our entire lives. Nothing is fair in life. Majority of men have had to work for everything that they have gotten. Especially black men. Not born with much. Born into families that don't have much, and we have to work to where we are. And women can have an easy ticket in life if you have a nice body. Let's just speak factual. That's just facts. And I'm tired of hearing this, man. Like, I get it. I get it. I really get women's point of view, but like it's the point is not at this point. We're just asking for, you want equality, so let's have equality all over. No, you want equality in the job field. You got equality in the job field. Men ask for equality in a relationship. Now women don't want no equality in a relationship. You want a man to still pay for your way, pay for your food, pay for your clothes. You don't put nothing in. But then you talk about, I bring the table. What? I support you. I bring the table. I have a job. But for six-figure men, that doesn't matter for six-figure men. Men that already have it, that doesn't matter. They have the leverage. Some women don't want to admit that men have the leverage at that point. It's just that's life isn't fair sometimes. Like, that's just how it is. That's all I got for y'all in this video, man. Make sure you check out my other content, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a dislike if you didn't like the video, if you didn't like my reaction. And I appreciate all criticism. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Seemlytuber out. Peace.